We always say that we love viewer suggestions on the channel, and today we're going to start another new series that was suggested by a viewer, and they wanted us to do 5 great songs from Detroit, and we've already had other people line up and say, hey, do this city or that city. So today I'm going to start it off with 5 songs that I love that I think are great from Detroit, and then we'll move through the other cities as we go through. If you have a city that you want us to cover or want to contribute to anything, other ideas or anything, by all means, leave them in the comments and we'll be happy to do so. But starting off with Detroit, the person who suggested this video is from Detroit. I happen to be from Detroit. So to be honest, there was a ton of different artists and songs that I could pick, but I just kind of went with the first 5 that came to my mind when I personally think of Detroit. The first one being Money by Barrett Strong. I know there's a ton of amazing music that came out of Hitsville, USA, the Motown label and Barry Gordy. But I don't know why, but that's always the first song that I think of when I think of Hitsville, USA, Motown, or the city of Detroit. It's just a great song that really, in one song, I think gives you the whole sound and vibe of that era. So Money by Barrett Strong is one. Another great Detroit band that I think is criminally underrated outside of a couple of different big hits that they had is Grand Funk Railroad. And the song I picked from them for this one is Foot Stompin' Music, which is a live staple of theirs. I think they either opened with it or it was one of the first couple of songs that they played for literally decades in concert. And nothing against anything else Grand Funk has made or their big hits, but that's the type of song that to me really has that Detroit sound in it. The next one is an artist, and this is probably sacrilege for being from Detroit, that I don't dislike at all, but I'm not a really big fan of. But again, when I hear the guitar riff on this song, it just, to me, sounds like Detroit rock. And that's Alice Cooper. Again, the song I'm 18. But again, there's so many different things I could have picked from all eras of Alice Cooper. But for me, I really associate that late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s Alice Cooper as being the sound of Detroit. The next 2 that I'm going to share are far more modern than the first 3 that I've shared. But to me, they kind of are 2 artists who help put Detroit back on the map at different times over the past 20 years or so. And really, everybody associates these artists with Detroit. One is Eminem and the song Stan. Again, if I was working from just Eminem's first 3 albums alone, I could list off, 10 or 20 songs that are astounding. But for whatever reason, Stan is the one that really, really reminds me of back home in Detroit. And again, I think everybody associates Eminem as a Detroit artist, but that to me is the one that if somebody said, hey, is there any good rap that ever came out of Detroit? That'd probably be the first song that I played. And then the second one is a song that has gone worldwide from Detroit, and that's the White Stripes, 7 Nation Army. And again, they, from their 5 or 6 studio LPs, I could have listed off, 15, 20, 25 songs that I absolutely love that all remind me of Detroit for different reasons. But I picked 7 Nation Army for this because, well, it's, first of all, it's their biggest and most well-known song. Second of all, it's become a worldwide thing. Like, I'm sure there's people all over all corners of the earth chanting it at soccer games and sporting events that either have never been to Detroit or might not even know the White Stripes are from Detroit, but it's carried that sound that was born in Detroit all over the world. So that's why I would pick those 5. I'm certain the viewer that picked this video out as a topic probably has totally different songs. Please, by all means, leave them in the description. If you're not from Detroit, leave a comment and let me know what songs you think of when you think Detroit, or let us know if there's other cities you want us to do in this series. But as we always say, thank you so much for watching.